not bothered.
We need the blood.
We need the blood. It's real itchy.
Who got it?
A friend.
Puppets, photo stories, animation, dance. In this programme, pupils turn Shakespeare into their very own 60-second films. A new take on the bard. The BBC have set schools a challenge to choose a play from Shakespeare's extraordinary canon and produce a 1-minute version, with winning entries being posted on the web. Beth Lyle, head of English at Sir Henry Cooper School in Hull, has just got going on Macbeth.
What we're aiming to do is to produce a short photo story which explores the text.
She's set aside a full day for this project in the run-up to the end of term. This group of boys are storyboarding Macbeth's soliloquy from Act 2, Scene 1, starting with, "Is this a dagger I see before me?"
The soliloquy, the dagger, which I see before me.
So draw 2 daggers.
A dagger.
Put some more in that. You could have Banquo saying that.
I know, but I don't want to write it.
Just put, is this the dagger I see before me?
So we've got to put them exactly in order. So when we go on the computer, we can take this and we can put the things in order.
This particular group of students are functioning at the level 4-5 borderline, and these are the ones that we've really got to switch on and really motivate. And I do not want to spend all of year 9 saying we're preparing for the SATs, we're going to train you past your SATs. It kind of sucks the lifeblood out of exploring text and enjoying English.
All the hands with blood on.
Now just one in the hand.
And it needs to be blood dripping off the one in the air.
Many of the children have got this visual style of learning. They can very quickly access those images and they can see their ideas in an image and they can whack those down onto paper quite quickly. And maybe that's their preferred learning style.
Right, talk me through so far. Let's see where we're up
That's
to.
the part
Moon
where
and stars.
Moon and stars to represent the part.
Okay, so is that going to have any sound?
Yeah, that's
You're going to have like your owl.
You're going to have an owl hoot. Lovely. So a bit of atmosphere. Are you going to have any text written on the frame, or is it going to be voice, or is it just going to be visual?
Do text on the frame.
Okay, then you're showing a variety of techniques, aren't you?
I do like teaching them and I want to just build on their self-confidence more than anything else. Build that self-confidence, get them to enjoy their work and get them to really just realise that they're great kids and they can do really well.
And the Shakespeare play we've chosen is Macbeth.
Also trying to build confidence and tap into different styles of learning is Sue Hurd. She's a class teacher at Twin Dyke Special School, also in Hull, and is approaching Macbeth through dance.
I wanted to see if I could do this 60-second Shakespeare and prove that within a special school we can do this.
She's asked Chris Holmes, a specialist in dance, to help her start this project during a lunchtime club.
I am actually a PE specialist at Twin Dykes and felt that through movement they would get a feel of the story, to actually be in that position of being a witch, and we'll be able to get the special needs books that we've got into school on Macbeth and start to read it very simply, tell the story simply in the literacy hour.
Fantastic. Okay, and arms by our side, and we raise our capes up, right above our head.
Learning a set sequence of movements is difficult for Sue's pupils, but she's excited by the way they've responded, and the speed. In 1 half-hour session, they've got it.
And out, and hide behind our capes.
We'll do another week of practicing and then we'll move it onto a stage and we'll develop a backdrop and we'll start taking photographs and showing them the photographs and start picking the ones that they want to go on the storyboard.
That's when everybody is running around the room. Lots of energy, nice big arm movements. We're trying to scare the audience, the people watching us have got to be really scared. Right, we ready?
We're going to have a frantic 10 minutes while we assemble some cloaks, crown, goblet, and what I prepared earlier, some fake blood, and we've got some daggers. We'll just improvise and use just found objects from around the school. We have a crown.
colour it.
I like the kind of hazy effect.
Now the next one.
Let's have a bit of order.
It's really itchy.
Hive of frantic creative activity over there, which is fabulous.
On the other side of Hull, Stacey Holland is working with finger puppets and children. She's working with a small group in an after-school club at Archbishop Thurston School. They're producing and filming a puppet show.
So remember, whoever's reading Macbeth's part, which is you, isn't it, Kyle? You're going to have to put all that into your voice.
Oh, yeah, all right, Kai, yeah, all right. Oh, no.
All right?
I'll survive you. Ask me, am I bothered? Am I there? No.
They decided to use some new English and common phrases and chav language. We felt it was important to use some of the Shakespearean language because when this is put back to the pupils in the classroom, we wanted them to be able to relate it to Macbeth and not just simply as a puppet exercise telling a story. The main benefit is preparation for the SATS exam. As in many schools, Macbeth is an area that a lot of pupils struggle with getting used to the language.
Right, set it up for me then, girls and boys. Yeah, we don't need that, but we don't need that. Let's put right in it. Okay. Yeah. Think. Yeah, that's it. That's done.
To have this colourful, bright puppet show in their minds as they continue to study will serve them really well.
I can't believe how strong I am. Confident and brave. I am. I'm invincible. Ha! Ha!
You're actually teaching core elements of the play that their pupils have to know that you can use then again in the classroom.
So look at your stage directions. If he's, how is he feeling here? If he's going to be jumpy, how are you going to make the puppet look as though he's scared?
Who's there? What ho? Oh no, we've been found out.
Obviously the pupils that are actually involved in producing a 60-second Shakespeare, it's useful to them. But as a teacher, it's useful because we can then put it into the classroom and give the other pupils a visual image of what they're going to be asked to write about in the exam.
Oh no, my vision, it's going! Oh.
It's just point and then click. That was it, that's smashing.
Stage right.
So you're going to be over the bowl?
That one's actually there.
Hey!
We need the blood.
We need the blood.
Still picture, Peter. I loved seeing the boys dressing up and being absolutely unafraid to get out there and just show what they could do.
An animated version of the banquet scene is being tackled by some adventurous pupils at Cannons High School, a technology college in North London. They're already familiar with the text, and the English department have now handed over to Ian Henderson, head of performing arts and an expert on animation software.
What I did was to say, well, if Shakespeare was alive and he was working for Walt Disney, how would he do it?
We looked at the play and looked at a couple of movies and just looked at what everyone else's basic idea was of Macbeth was. And then we, drew some sketches and just walked around and tried to find an image to put onto the computer.
We are coming to the time where people are wanting media content. People want to be entertained. These students are learning very important skills in creating content, which is very, very satisfying for them creatively and has, I think, huge potential vocationally.
Go to the red and follow that. What are you doing? Are you mad? Snap out of it.
Make it really extreme, James, just so we have an example of it being extreme.
Ian's more than happy with the results of this joint venture.
It's always a wonderful surprise to see what students can come up with, and that they often rise far above your expectations in their abilities.
Greetings, sire. Say, how does good Banquo? Oh, I'm sure he's fine. Say goodbye, you maggot. He's dead, me lord.
I like the way you guys are really well organised with your storyboard set up there, and you know exactly what you're doing.
That one.
That is so
Oh, no.
It's got the bottom arrow going on.
really good.
I'd move that outwards. Look at me. You're on drugs.
Look at you three.
What about that one? The scary thing for that.
Oh, wash out. No, negative. Yeah, that was good.
Graham's autograph.
Yeah, you've done some interesting transitions from frame to frame, haven't you? That's a good effect. Look at that, it's very effective.
He's laughing the zone.
It was like they'd discovered a new box of toys. Let's stick in a fancy transition. Let's have a different effect on every frame. And that's great because they were exploring the text and they were also exploring the technology.
Move it that way a bit.
There's a bit of pain on the camera.
That's in that, because he was the one who took my arm.
What's happening now?
Who goes there?
So that's a voiceover, so we can move on to the next one.
That's the first.
Whoa, that's impressive. I like that. I do think they have quite a good visual vocabulary that we often leave untapped because we want them to be wordy too much of the time and to kind of express themselves through visual images, I think releases something in a lot of them.
But as well as the images, they seem to be enjoying creating the sound effects too.
He was better than
Miss Lyles attempted an owl.
Who goes there?
A friend.
Missed us that one.
Oh yeah, the cackling.
I really liked the fact that the kids were prepared to be inventive and improvise. I think it was fantastically valuable because everybody had a crack, everybody was involved. It's an enjoyable activity and yet it's just so fruitful.
And they were all able to review the fruits of their labour together at the end of the day. First, the boys' photo story.
Take my sword. Who goes there? A friend.
And finally, the girls' version.
Have done the deed. Why? Why did you bring the daggers from the place?
I'll go no more, and I'm afraid to think what I have done. Will great Neptune's ocean wash my blood?
And now enters Lady Macbeth. My hands are of your colour, but I shame to wear a heart so white. Look, the colour of your hands are the same as mine.